Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Okay. So, let us start the course outcome based pedagogic principle for effective teaching. So, welcomes all learner in the course. So, this course I will cover using 10 hours formats. So, there will be 20 lectures each on half an hour formats, and this course will be taught by me, and this course coverage will be like this, that it covered that introduction to need of 21st century education. If you say today that need of today's education is different from earlier. So, we discuss about the need for 21st century education and the challenges we face in 21st century education, how to overcome those. So, those things will be discussed in this course. Next, accreditation, which is the main part or bothering part of, I think many institutes are apply for NBA accreditation. You heard about the Washington Records accreditation. So, the course will cover what is accreditation, why it is required, and who are the beneficiaries of accreditation, more or less how the accreditation will be implemented in day to day teaching life. So, it is not that I only cover that what is accreditation, how to fill up the NBA document, not that. I will not cover that part that much, but yes, I will cover that CO, PO mapping, all kinds of all nomenclature I will cover, and how to map I will technology or methodology I will cover, but more or less or moreover you can say that after that I will cover also how to implement NBA in the classroom scenario. So, suppose I said that yes, my program is NBA accredited. So, what should I do in the classroom so that it reflect among the students? If you see that NBA accreditation, more who require this? This is required by the students only, because they are the outcome of the institute. So, we will discuss those issues. Next one is outcome based learning. How do we implement that this NBA accreditation in the classroom? The methodology is called outcome based learning. So, we will discuss about the outcome based learning. Then there is a framework, that is self learning pedagogy framework is designed by IIT Kharagpur. So, I will demonstrate that tools, how this tool will be used to design outcome based curriculum. So, if you see in the last bullet outcome based curriculum design. So, I will cover the tools and I will show you how to design the entire curriculum, course wise, program wise, institute wise, mission, vision, using these tools. I will describe this. Okay. Next is taxonomy and instructional objective, which is the theory part for designing outcome based curriculum. If you see how to design, how to write down the outcome of a curriculum or outcome of a course, the theory or the theory behind this writing the outcome is called taxonomy and instructional objective. So, I will cover the Bloom taxonomy. I have not covered the modified Bloom taxonomy, because that is in my feeling is that okay, the Bloom taxonomy itself is sufficient to whatever we required to design the outcome of a curriculum, and then we cover that instructional system design, how do you write down your outcome. Then assessment and evaluation, which is the main challenging problem in today's scenario. If you see how to set a question paper is the biggest issue today. How to evaluate the students, how to design the evaluation rubrics. So, all those things, even if item analysis, facilitation value, discriminant index, how to design a multiple choice question paper. So, those we will cover in assessment and evaluation. Okay. Then learning style and learning approaches, again it is a theory that different types of learning styles and their learning approaches I will cover. Then good teaching and its attributes I will cover. If you remember the name Professor Carl Wildman, he is doing that active research in good scholarship teaching or teaching scholarship teaching attributes. So, here also I discuss something, what are the good teaching attributes? The question is, what are the attributes which is followed by a good teachers? Rather than, can I train the new faculty member to acquire those attributes and becomes a good teacher? So, I will just cover out the research that what is good teaching, means what are the attributes if I follow, so that I becomes a good teacher. So, there is a debate, the good teachers are born, not created. So, I am not going to do that debate, but I will show you a systematic investigation or systematic study reports about the good teaching attributes and assessment of teaching quality. Then outcome based, complete outcome based curriculum design. So, if I discuss what is the outcome of the course, because we are dealing with the outcome based curricula, outcome based education, okay, for effective teaching. So, I have to write down the itself the what is the outcome of this course. So, outcome of this course, I say first outcome. So, at the end of the course, every learner who attend this course, they must develop the skill, first one, identify and write down appropriate outcome based course, module and unit objective of the course based on Bloom taxonomy and instructional system design, which is not included, instructional system design not included in the slides. So, I said my claim is that at the end of the course, everybody should write down your course level outcome based objective. Here I am saying the course objective throughout the entire course, course objective means course outcome. So, that is why I said outcome based course objective, that means the objective which is achievable, measurable and specific. So, I can say as a teachers of any course, whatever you you teach in your college or in your university. So, you will able to write down your course outcome. A course is consist of several module outcome, and different module is consist of different unit. So, suppose a course, let us say 40 hours, generally you consider a 40-hour course. Say 40-hour course, 1 hour is referred to one unit. So, I can say maybe a course contain 5 module. So, 5 module objective, unit objective, then the takeaway of your course, you should able to write down the course outcome or objective based on, or you can using Bloom taxonomy and instructional system design, so that every outcome whatever you write, it is measurable, it is achievable and it is specific. So, the USP of this course is that how to write the course outcome. Okay. So, this is the one of the major skill which will be developed on every learner after the entire course is covered. Okay. Next, develop, select appropriate test item for all outcome based objectives. So, once you write down the outcome, if I want to test whether I achieve this outcome or not, I should able to design a test item or question, so that I can say if I able to solve this test item, then I achieve this objective. So, test item design depend on your outcome. If you write down your outcome, you should be able to design the test item also. So, generally we mean that test item means whatever question paper we do in the NSEM exam. It is not true. Test item may be a home assignment, test item may be a mini project, test item may be a programming practices. So, test item means I will design or formulate a question that can be solved in NSEM exam, that can be solved in class test, that can be solved in home assignment, that can be solved in your lab experiment. So, whatever that means, that is the assessment procedure I am not describing. So, this test item will only test each and individual outcome. So, maybe one test item tests more than one outcome, that is desired. If I write down a course objective, course outcome 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I should design a outcome test item which can test more than one objective. So, that also possible. So, the after the course you should able to design that test item also. Next one, plan an outcome based curriculum document to meet NBA and Washington Records requirement. Everybody will look for that, okay, this course will say something about how to write that NBA document. This course not only said that how to write down your NBA document, that means how to write down not all entire NBA document. I am thinking about that how to write down your course outcome and how this your course outcome is catered to NBA attributes or Washington Accords. So, the course will taught how to write down your outcome, that is first objective, how to write down a test item, second objective, third objective. That once I write down the outcome, how to ensure this outcome is actually scattered to NBA or Washington Accords. So, I write this is my Washington Accords, this is my course outcome. I have to map whether this course outcome is scattered to NBA Accords or not. If it is not, then this course is not required for this program which is NBA accredited, or if it is Washington Accords, this course may not be required for the BTech program, because Washington Accords graduate attributes identify or you can say define the required skill set of a graduate engineer. Okay. So, that will come later on details. So, you have a skill by which you can justify whether your scores are scattered to NBA or Washington Accords or not. Not only that, NBA you can say that, okay, my program is NBA accredited, but NBA is a document, it is you have submitted, it is accepted and done. But how to ensure that whatever we claim in NBA accreditation is actually implemented in the classroom. So, the course will cover that also. So, at the end of the course you can justify that yes, I have implemented this outcome in my classroom by this procedure and which scattered to the NBA accreditation or Washington Accords. Gradually I will show you how to do that things. Then the course name is suggest outcome based education for effective teaching. So, my teaching must be much more effective as required by a 21st century education. So, today we say we go to the class, many teachers complain that I come to the class, I found many of the students are absent, so I lose my enthu, I have not given that proper lectures. Today the scenario has changed. So, what we will do in my class so that I can teach effectively to the students. So, the course cover that point also. So, what kind of teaching learning process we are looking for, so that I can ensure that effective teaching is take place in the classroom. Okay? So, that will be the one of the outcome. Last outcome, design assessment and evaluation framework which reinforce the teaching and learning. So, the purpose of the examination system, if I say, it is not to provide grade to the students. It is how to ensure that your teaching learning process is reinforced. So, that process also discussed in this course. So, this is the entire outcome of this course. So, I can say in nutshell, the end of the course you must be able to write down your course objective, module objective and unit objective, which is nothing but the outcome based on Bloom taxonomy and instructional system design. Next claim I said, you should able to comment that your course is catered to NBA accreditation or Washington accreditation. Third objective, what I said in regarding NBA, that we will sure how to implement your course outcome in the, or what kind of teaching learning process I should use in the class, so that the teaching become effective and I am ensure the NBA claim is implemented in the classroom. Third one, test item design and how to plan your assessment and evaluation so that it reinforces the teaching and learning. So, this is the introduction of this course, and this course will have that, you know that 10-hour course have 4 assignment. Out of 4 assignment, 3 assignment will be on multiple choice question answer type, but last assignment will be on the framework, what I said, outcome based curriculum design framework, where actually you have to write down at the end of the course, when you everything is covered, you should able to write down your entire course outcome, at least course outcome I will test. Then later on you can modify, you can add that module outcome, unit outcome and design your entire course on that open source platform and use it for your day to day teaching. So, this course mainly designed for teachers, or after this course, if these skills are developed, you should know what is requirement of 21st century education and how can I teach effectively. Okay? Thank you.